Hello, soul heroes and heroines. It's not a fit night out for man nor beast. We're in a snowstorm here in Ashland, Oregon. And wherever you are, my dears, there is weather. And whether you can weather the weather is completely up to you and up to the divine, because ultimately the divine has the last say. And we're working very diligently, patiently, lovingly to be able to say that no, we too are also in charge of everything that is called life, meaning not ego in charge, but soul in charge, truth in charge. This divine loving presence, eternal now, loving presence now. Yeah. So thank you, Sarah, coming online. We I have my hotspot on because the storm is outside, and we took our Wi-Fi down for a little bit. So I hope you all can hear me, and you're ready to go. Your heart's all warmed up. Your mind is crystal clear, or it will be. That whatever it is, that we don't make a big deal about it at all. That there is a solar eclipse today. It's funny, it's a solar eclipse on a day that snows. Anyway, there's a pretty powerful one. The pundits, the intuitives, the galactic people are all saying the same thing. This is a heck of a portal that we're in today with this solar eclipse that's coming. So Ricardo, welcome, my friend. Glad you made it on, man. We're snowed in here. We have a driveway like this steep, and now both our cars are covered with snow in the driveways. And we don't have chains on the cars anyway. So we're snowbound today. We're housebound today. So anyway,
It's going around.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. Doesn't snow a lot here, but it is now. And
It's
but
going
that's
in Idlewild.
what we're going to look at today. I spent a little bit of my time this morning making some copies or copying a post that was all about this huge event called the solar eclipse, February 17th, 2026. And so it's as good as any that I could read about it. And so I'm going to share it with you this morning, okay? Because it fits like a glove. It fits like a glove to this time in timelessness, right? We talked about that this idea of time is a trap because it makes us rush around, stress us out, and have a calendar going. That Gregorian calendar was not maybe the smartest idea, but it's here and it's in the network or in the matrix. So whatever. So thank you though for coming on. I'm going to begin this thing, and you guys can just sit back and breathe in love, breathe in the loving presence, sit back, renew all those beautiful things in your life that really kind of set you free, and that's relative statement, that set you free, that give you a sense of freedom, that brings more delight, little soul delight. Doesn't I'm not talking about the senses so much as I am about the soul qualities that we possess, such as joy, happiness, peace, love. So sit back in one of those, and let's hear about this eclipse, because there's going to be a choice point coming up, and we all get to renew the clarity of our heart's vision. of our soul's direction. Yeah. So this started, it's called Wisdom Voyager or Wisdom Voyages. Wisdom Voyages. Yeah, we used to have a Friday night at the Soul of Yoga when we were starting that yoga center, and we had a Friday night just gather people around just to talk about spiritual things and meditate together and things like that. And we called it Spirit Voyage. Yeah. So this is called Wisdom Voyages, and it starts by saying it's actually happening. Well, yeah, something's happening. We're sitting here now. That's a miracle, to say the least. It's actually happening. Now, these are, you know, they don't mince their words, whoever wrote this. We're about to witness with this solar eclipse, we're about to witness one of the most awaited events of this year. Yeah, well, according to whoever, right? Some may go, okay, anyone can say that. We're about to witness one of the most awaited events of this year. However, what if truth is true and you decide to believe the truth that is true? All right. You resonate with something that feels good to you, then that's truth to you. Whether it's the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God, who knows? But if it makes you feel good, my dears, it's truth to you. So we're about to witness one of the most awaited events of the year. So this is why I spent all that time copying this post, because I know that you're really on the edge of your seats now. He said, we're about to witness one of the most awaited events of the year, but most people are sleeping on it. Not us. We're awake and ready. And if some of you, they posted this a while ago, and they say, if some of you are watching this before it arrives, then congratulations, because you're earlier than most. You that are hearing this could be earlier than most of the people that will get this information. All right. So it came to us via the Divine Express, the Gita Express, the Truth Express, to the infinite bliss manifested, special delivery, delivered to us so you could sit here back and sit back and enjoy some of the qualities that you already possess as an immortal being. How's that? All right. So if you're watching this or listening to this now, before it arrives, congratulations. Good job, my dears, for getting up this morning, coming to the little meditation, the Rainbow Tribe group that are just radiating love from their hearts to each other and to all hearts on the planet. That's all we do, you know, just emitting the the highest vibes we can possibly emit and receive totally. That day come right back. What you put out to this universe comes right back. What you focus on, you're going to get more of. All right. So this is a perfect reading for what you focus on. You're going to get more of. So we're earlier than most, and that head start that we have this morning, my dears, is going to mean more than you realize. This head start, that we have on this awareness of how impactful is everything, quite frankly. Everything has a deep spiritual purpose for being that something that's happening, a deep spiritual support system behind and in everything, right? So we got a head start, and it's going to mean more than you realize. So what's here now on February 17th? Right here, right now, February 17th. what's here now is not just another eclipse. Now, I really believe this, and I've heard and I read a lot of stuff like this. Is that somebody I know? That's a happy girl that's in my room, and the Hopi girls in my room. We're snowed in. So this February 17th, which is today, is not just another eclipse. You know what it is? It's a ring of fire eclipse. A ring of fire eclipse. Let that be a relative possibility that comes into your awareness right now. That it's a ring of fire. It can mean anything you want it to mean. A ring of fire. And something's in Aries for a while now. So if you're fire sign or Sagittarian or the any fire sign, you got an eclipse for of all eclipses ready for you to tune into, my dears. It's a ring of fire eclipse, the one that will start everything. The one that will start. It's a fire starter. It's a sacred fire starter in case your sacred fire has gone out and you haven't thought about the sacred fire and putting all your humanness and everything and handing back to the divine and burning logs, deep logs of things that no longer serve you, that no longer you want in your energies and in your life and in your mind and in your heart. You're done with it. Well, this is could be the eclipse that is the ring of fire that really gets that thing going. That ring of putting into the fire all those things that no longer serve you, are meant to be with you. They're just hanging out, in a 3D HD mentality. They're a little scared as well, so they're feeling a little bit like they have to take charge. These old tendencies, but not on our watch. All right, not on our watch. You'll know after we get done with this reading. So this will start everything, this eclipse. This will be described. You'll understand what that means. If you're spiritually attuned, Ricardo, Sarah, Tara, Narayan, Mary, Lynn, Lori, Lisa, Jim, Cami, if you are spiritually attuned, it's important for you to be aware of what this eclipse is doing. If you're spiritually attuned, you will really be interested in what this eclipse is doing, because it will affect you like nothing else can. It will affect you like no one else or nothing else can. Do we have your undivided attention on this? There's a clear sign that this eclipse was meant for you. Wow. You can yay or nay it, but there's a sign, a clear sign, that this eclipse was meant for you, and you need to recognize it. Yeah. I didn't even finish the write-up on this. I mean, this probably went for about a half hour, this post of someone talking. They had the words up there and scenes and all kinds of stuff. Really well done. And I've saved that video. I've saved it in case some of you want me to send it. If you have the Facebook capacity, if you're on Facebook, just come from Facebook. There's a clear sign that this eclipse was meant for you, and you need, my dears, and I need to recognize it. And the sign that this eclipse is meant for you is that it's an eclipse rarely that shows itself. It's an eclipse that rarely shows up Rarely, especially after you've made a decision, it won't show up if you've already made your decision on something. If you've already made up your mind, you know how strong that is when you make up your mind on something. No one can convince you of it after that, after you made up your mind. So this eclipse won't show up if you have already made one of those, I made up my mind. I already made up my mind kind of person or decision. This eclipse appear during that tension phase before you make up your mind. So it's kind of good that you haven't made up your mind on something because something may be better for you and me. All right. So it's better that you haven't made up your mind on something that's really going to be important for you. Yeah. Because the eclipse won't show up if you've already made a hard-nosed decision on something. If you made up your mind. You know how it is. You made up your mind. No one can tell you anything about it. You made up your mind. These eclipses appear during that tension phase. The moment when your life knows what's coming, the moment that your life knows, your intuitions, your instincts know what's coming next, but you haven't moved or decided yet. There's a part of you that knows what's coming next in your life. If you kind of do some real heart introspection, you know what's coming, but you haven't done anything about it. You know what's coming, but you haven't done. Now that's a good thing for this kind of eclipse, that you haven't done anything about it. Yeah. So if you've been holding onto a plan, any of you, hesitating on a change that is overdue, or standing on the edge of a choice you've avoided making, this eclipse is synchronized. This eclipse is not a random eclipse. It's synchronized with the exact pressure building inside of you, that you haven't really made a choice about something that could be overdue, could be really important, could not be really important. But something is synchronized with the exact, in this eclipse, it's synchronized with something building inside of you. Is something building inside of you, Narayanji and Mary and Lynn? Something building inside of you? You're synchronized to the exact pressure of this eclipse that's building inside of you, whatever it is that is building inside of you. This ring of fire tends to show up for people who are right on the verge of a decision, right on the verge of something that they, just haven't moved forward yet with it or decided on it yet, right? This ring of fire tends to show up for people who are right there on that verge. That doesn't mean that you're broken or lost, but that you're on a schedule. But you're on a schedule. You're not broken or lost, my dears. Don't worry. But on a schedule. And if you resonate with that, then you're prepared, because this eclipse was meant just for you. Is it possible in your awareness that God has things like this going on in our world like this? That this isn't just another random something just to talk about? That this eclipse was prepared for you and me and any spiritual kind of aware person that is sincere and all, you got to be a certain fit for this. You have to be fit for this. Get fit for the infinite bliss. Yeah, for this. Be prepared, because this eclipse was meant just for you. This is where it starts getting real. Okay? This is where it starts getting real, my dear. Spiritually attuned souls. So they've mentioned this again, spiritually attuned souls. And if anyone's a spiritually attuned soul, it's you, Tara, Sarah, Ricardo, Narayan, Mary, Lynn, Lori, Lisa, Jim Clark, Cami, because you prove it over and over again every time you come here. You don't have to come here. You're not forcing yourself to come here. So you're a spiritually attuned soul. Will feel this specific effect of this solar eclipse today, February 17th, 2026, as this eclipse draws closer. You're going to feel a special effect as this eclipse draws closer. Emotionally and spiritually sensitive may feel it more. So many of you emotionally pretty solid from my viewpoints, from what I understand you are, emotionally mature, emotionally healthy, and spiritually sensitive, but the sensitivity does not mean touchy and finicky. It means a keen sense of what's going on. You may feel everything more deeply than usual in this solar eclipse, everything more deeply than usual, not because something is wrong, but your inner radar is picking up shifts before the mind catches up. You're picking up something. You're picking up some radar, my dears, in this eclipse. If you're mindful of it, if it's something that you're interested in, right? Because you get more of what you focus on. But this really, really does get better and better as we go along. Your inner radar is picking up shifts before the mind has caught up to it. Sensitivity isn't weakness, dears. Nope. This year, it's a sign of attunement. This eclipse is a sign of attunement. You may notice a natural urge to withdraw from noise, drama, trauma. It's like standing in a room with all the lights turned up. It's like you're standing in a room with all the lights turned up. It's overwhelming, it's disoriented, and things that are unnecessary are happening all around you. But you feel like you want to withdraw from all that noise, drama, lights, disorientation. I don't need this in my life, and things like that. The days before the eclipse, you will feel a pull. So whenever it happens today, whatever, I don't know the timing. All I know is that there's a lot of snow in my yard and on my car and a steep driveway. That's all I know. And a couple of dogs that I need to take out walking. Anyway, all that disoriented stuff and unnecessary stuff, days before the eclipse, you're going to feel pull toward quiet environments. Yeah. Tara, interested in a quiet environment? I know you are because you live in one. Sarah, you live in one. Ricardo, you live in one. We're talking about the cave, the soul cave within you, the time you turn within and go within. Yeah. Ryan, Mary, Lynn, Lori, Lisa, Jim, Cami. You're going to feel pulled toward quiet environments, introspection, or simply being alone with your own thoughts. Your internal landscape is calling to you, becomes more active. Your internal. This is all about the soul tribe, the rainbow kids, right? The rainbow tribe, the spirit soul, sacred soul tribe is being alone. You may simply want to be alone with your internal landscape, becomes more active becomes more active than the external one. Your internal environment is becoming more active than the external one. That means that you're more like what we talked about in Gita. You're more with the sattvic, you're with the sattvic mentality. And the tapas, the discipline necessary to keep your mind on a sattvic, high spiritual plane. Wow, that's what we are. We're more now in the internal landscape than the external, what's going on in the world. Isn't that the truth? The internal landscape becomes more active than the external one, and solitude becomes the only space where things make sense. And solitude in this eclipse becomes the only space where things make sense. If you feel the urge to step back, it's not isolation. You just want to say this doesn't mean anything to me, whatever. It's not isolation. You know what this all is? It's calibration. Remember, there's there's 5D energies coming in, codes coming in on a regular basis on the planet, beings coming in that are 5D consciousness beings. That's the rainbow tribe, right? And they're just radiating love to all beings. Wow. So this is about a calibration. Your energy knows what its time is to listen or to act. Your soul knows, your energy knows when to listen or when to act. This eclipse will shift you out of circumstances. Will shift you out of circumstances. You feel like you're in some circumstances in your life that you wish you didn't have to be in or deal with. It's going to shift you out of those. It's shifting in a perception and a process that many people are not even aware of because they're so fragile. But your awareness is expanding faster than the surroundings can keep up. Your awareness is expanding faster than your mind can catch up to it. This awareness of what we're talking about today, just listening to these words, if any resonate at all to you, you're you're not fragile. You're more aware and you're expanding that awareness faster than the surroundings can keep up. This is the manifesting portal you've been waiting for, my dears. The manifesting portal, meaning make a wish upon a star, but it's not wishes. These are soul, these are soul choices that you're going to make here coming right up. This is a manifesting portal you've been waiting for. What makes this eclipse different is this is not about hoping or wishing. It's not about hoping or wishing or trying to manifest something vague. This is a celestial moment, Ricardo. This is wherever you are, wherever you're sitting right now, whatever your plans are, so on and so forth. This is a celestial moment that responds to one thing: decisiveness. Decisiveness, not daydreams. This is a rare opening where intention hardens. Intention, your intentions harden into commitment. Wow. To one direction. To one direction. Decisiveness. To commit to one direction. One desire. One clear outcome. All clear, dear? One direction. One desire. One clear outcome. This is why this is meant for you. Who doesn't need to really get it clear as it's ever been, the direction that you want to go toward, a desire. What kind of desires are you harboring in your desire field? Or outcomes, right? You get to, you get to be decisive now about this and super clear about this. You'll see when you commit, this goes on to say, when you commit to one direction, and you pretty much are 100%. Look where you are. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Look at you all. You committed to be in one direction this morning, to be here. When you commit to one direction, the eclipse acts like, you know what? This is so cool. When you commit to one direction, the eclipse acts like a cosmic stamp. Boom. That commitment to one direction, kaboom, you get stamped. This eclipse acts like a cosmic stamp. If nothing else, remember this. A cosmic stamp that locks that choice into place, that whatever you were decisive about and the direction you want to go, it anchors it. That stamp locks you to that choice. It locks it into place, that choice. So if ever there was a time to choose wisely, choose beyond your wildest dreams, whatever, go for it, my dears. You've got all the energy. This is why this eclipse is meant for you and me and everyone on this planet, everyone that is striving for a higher age, a better world, and all that stuff. You get to get it super crystal clear and blessed. Right now, you're standing at a threshold where people spend months waiting for without even realizing it. And you, my dears, are standing right there at a threshold waiting. What people wait for months trying to realize. There is a specific power. There is a specific power in moments like this, because eclipses, this is really good, they interrupt patterns. There's a certain power. Eclipses interrupt patterns. You got some patterns that no longer are good patterns. I certainly do. And I'm so happy that this eclipse is here, because it's going to interrupt those patterns, okay? When the sun is briefly overshadowed, the usual energetic flow. So when the sun is briefly overshadowed, you just might think, well, it's just a little solar eclipse. When it's briefly overshadowed, the usual energetic flow pauses. The usual flow pauses when there's a solar eclipse. As little or big as whatever. It just pauses long enough for a new blueprint to take hold within you. A new blueprint. You're creating not only a choice, a direction, but clarity and all that, but a new blueprint takes hold within you. That's why clarity matters so much right now. Clarity. You've got to, this is for real. What if this is for real? What if truth is real? What if this is totally meant for us, like they're saying? To me, it's like, wow, I want this anyway. I don't care who's saying it. I don't care what the reasons are, solar eclipse or no solar eclipse. I think this is right on. And at least for me, that's why clarity matters so much right now. Not a list of 10 goals, my dears, scattered wishes. One truth you're ready to stand behind. Ricardo, one truth. Yeah, you got it. As I mentioned you put this up, manifesting peace, love, and happiness. You got it. That's your truth. Ricardo. One truth you're ready to stand behind with your whole identity. One truth, my dears. Ricardo picked his. He already posted it up there. I'm not saying you have to do that, but choose one. Choose one. Get really super clear on that because you got the universe and this solar eclipse to support you on that. It's a cosmic stamp, and it also is a blueprint. I mean, it's stamped by the universe, stamped by God, stamped by your higher self. So stand behind this one truth you're ready to stand behind with your whole identity. And most people will never experience or feel the force of manifestation because they don't choose. They don't choose. They want the universe to do that. They don't choose. They sit right here at the brink of amazing transformative awareness, et cetera, and they want the universe to do that. This eclipse isn't passive. It's not a passive one. It's not one to sit back. It's not one to think that, oh, it will happen anyway, right? We can we can really kind of just miss a lot of possibilities in this lifetime if we're not careful. It doesn't respond neither. It's it's passive, okay? It's passive, this eclipse. It doesn't respond to uncertainty or undecisiveness or not clear intentions. It responds to conviction. My dears, if ever there was a moment to declare what you're done tolerating, if ever there was a time that you're done tolerating what you're stepping into and what you no longer don't no longer want to negotiate with, this is the time. And the eclipse is ready to reward you without guilt or hesitation. Your choice. Without guilt or hesitation, it's ready to reward you if you can be decisive now and clear. Clear as crystal clear can be, my dears. Bold choices bring bold realizations. Go for it because your energy is no longer divided. When your intention becomes a single sharp line, reality really has no other option but to shift around it. When you have a single sharp line direction, reality has no option but to shift around it. Manifestation isn't magic, my dears. Yeah, good job, Narayan. There she goes. There she goes. I love this. I love this. Thank you for sharing that. Manifestation isn't magic, my dears. It's commitment. It's commitment disguised as destiny. It's commitment disguised as destiny. This moment, everything can finally click for you. In this moment, a commitment, a decisiveness, a clear, sharp line, single sharp line. Reality can't do anything but go shift around it because your manifestation is everything to this universe. A commitment that is disguised as destiny. This becomes a commitment that's disguised as destiny. Can you believe that? This moment, everything finally clicks. This moment, my dears, I'm just so happy to be reading this to you. We can sit on this because everything finally clicks where your direction is undeniable, where you choose a direction that is undeniable. And this is the window. This is the push. to this undeniable direction that you're making, you're choosing in the solar eclipse. A window, not only a window, it's a push. The moment 2026 opens the door, that moment, this moment, 2026 opens the door and waits to see if you step through. I do believe that's all but there's a whole bunch more they added to that. But I like this ending for today anyway. That when your direction is undeniable, there's a window that opens my door, and then there's a push. And it's a 2026 door opening. The momentum, the year of the fire horse, the ring of fire, this solstice is. You got it all here. The momentum to carry you forward to the one direction, so on and so forth. And it's just waiting to see, with the door wide open, 2026, to jump on this fire horse. Because the year of the snake's almost done. You know, finito, done. So it's just, everything's just waiting to see if we step through this fire ring, this ring of fire. All right. Well, we have this, I think, because I just had my hotspot on the whole time, so we didn't get disturbed or Wi-Fi go out on us, my dear. So we have this as a pretty good stream for the future, don't you think? Yeah. I'm really happy about all of you being here today. And thank you for listening. And thank you for acting the way that you're going to act and choose the way that you're going to act and be embodied and empowered by the way that you're going to accept all that, right? So I'm pretty sure, I don't have to even come close to knowing what that is for each of you individually. I just know. I just know. I like this idea that we know, the body knows well before the mind catches up, right? Yeah. You got too many cells that are super intelligent. Each cell in your body is capable of cosmic consciousness. So your body is super aware. So it usually is more aware than this mind uh, most of the time. Yeah. So this gave us a clear picture, I think, of where we're heading, right? As Ricardo already posted his little something, Narayan, but each of you, I know, and all these 27,000 trillion cells of me, that you're making the best choices you could possibly make at this stage of your life. So, way to go. That's a big thing. You're not waiting in the wings, you're not waiting for the universe to decide for you. Good job. I'm happy for us. I really am. So, let's rub our hands together, my dears, and do a mighty Om heard around the world, right? Heard around the world, awakening all of us to these divine realization in whatever way that is particular for your particular. I mean, God just so happy to deal with you directly. Divine Mother, deal with you directly. The beautiful holy ones deal with you directly. Your archangel, deal with you directly, because it is right there, right here with you now, your guardian angel. Let's chant an Om. Oh, all right. And now let's go one more for good measure, just to seal the deal, the contract, this decisiveness, whatever choice you have made, the direction that you have decided upon. Yeah. May the Om guide your way on. May the love and light guide your way on. Inhale. Om. Someone said playing music. Yeah, set up professional audio and audio settings. Somebody's got some wise technology going on. All right, so let's do our mantra, my dears. It gets more powerful every time we do this thing because we love. That's important. That's the first step is we love. We so love and we care because that's a natural, that's this daughter of loving or the son of loving is caring, right? So let's just care for our whole world, regardless of who's doing what and what are the circumstances, because this strategy we have today is way beyond that. We are absolutely really safe in our true self, really safe. So let's shine it. So if you feel safe and you feel relaxed and you feel complete and you feel wonderful, this is a perfect thing to shower on the people that you love and don't love, right? Until all you do is love. Yeah, so perfect is this. All right. Thank you, my dears. I appreciate you so, so much. I hope you enjoyed this morning's solstice reading. Yeah. Woohoo! Right, Sarah? Made sense, didn't it? Did it make sense, y'all? Let me, I'll open this, I'll open up my hearing capacity. If some of you want to share a little something from that pretty powerful reading, I thought. I'll try to write down the rest of it and give you the rest of it tomorrow. Yeah.
Uh, quite the meditation just now, and woke up this morning with just a fire in me. I don't know where, or I just feel it. And escrow closes today. Everything is moving forward, and I'm just so grateful to have this morning to be able to start like this, for the fuel that I needed to get through this day.
The soul
It's
fuel,
gonna be
man. The soul fuel and the fire,
I'm on
the
fire, man. Thank
ring
you
of
so
fire.
much.
Right on time, man. You're right on time. Yeah, we could celebrate today. We can celebrate, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
What time is the solar eclipse supposed to happen? Does
that I
anybody
don't
know?
know, but if somebody finds out, you can post it up on the WhatsApp.
Okay,
Kara's usually good with
we're
that.
gonna have to figure that one out and be ready for it, right?
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to get the time, but I also know that the whole day is filled with the energy of it.
Oh, we're in it,
So
man. I went and watched the sun come up this morning, and it was just magical. It was like the fire horse coming over the horizon, man. It was
look
fucking
at this guy.
powerful, powerful stuff. I'm so
Woo!
excited.
Fire horse. It's so divine timing. And it's happening
Yeah.
in the here and now. This isn't made up. This isn't just something to say because you want to say it, we want to say it. No, this is real life. This is real divine life. 5D life. I'm saying. I'm saying we're bordering, if not across the border of 5D living, my dears. Wow. Yeah, and it's all starting inside your consciousness. It's all inside your consciousness.
We're ready.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it to me. You woke up with the ring of fire, dude. That's so great. All right.
Oh,
Yep.
man. This
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Wow.
It's our first snow of the year here. So we've got the duality of the fire and the snow.
Oh, you too.
Yeah,
It's
it's our first snow of
what?
it's never snowed this late ever in Idlewild, but this is a
What?
fresh fallen.
It's the
So
same.
beautiful.
Let me show you outside my window because that's
Oh yeah, you've got some snow there. Oh nice.
this is our first. Uh, can you see anything at all? Like, can you see a dog here?
Yeah. Yeah, we see the dog.
Dog number one, dog number two. Right.
Oh sweet.
Let's see. Where is she? Where's Happy? Oh, I
Nice.
see a head. I see a head. There she is. All right.
Got a snow fluff.
And then look at this. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Can you see the flakes coming down? Can you see that?
That is gorgeous.
Look at that. That's our backyard. This is
Love
this is
virgin
Like my
snow.
backyard.
it's like your backyard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The trees
these are big
get
flakes
heavy.
too. Oh my goodness sakes.
Yeah,
Wow.
the trees get heavy with the snow.
Yeah. So
And they're resilient.
all right. No, so here's the full picture of that of Krishna. Can you see that picture of Krishna?
Beautiful.
Christ? Yeah, that's a painting right above my desk. Isn't that great? So I sit at my desk, which is here, and I see the feet of Christ and Krishna. I just look up and I take the dust of their feet right there. So, okay.
Perfect.
So, little tour, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And those of you who are not in the snow, enjoy your beautiful sunny day if you have that. Do you have a sunny day, Sarah? Nice. All right.
Unusually warm here. It's 60, going to be 68 degrees here in Kansas in February. Nobody believes it. Unless you're out walking in it, you only need a sweater or something. It's unbelievable. So,
Yeah. Well, look at the variety of God's creation, right? I mean, it's just like it's where you are is a whole different circumstance. There's circumstances, but we're not a part of the circumstances. We're all united in the consciousness of what is real behind the circumstances. So, but anyway, thank you for sharing that. Enjoy that day. Enjoy that sun. I think we're in the 30s here, but and you too, Tara. But at least
Notice since yesterday's talk too, I've just been just really immersed in the moment. And it's really helped me because I've decided to get off social media for right now. And just doing things that are just being more present,
wow.
being in nature, enjoying the space, and just it's been really quite powerful.
Wow. And then you add
Good.
today's kind of solar, all that solar help, that one direction, that one line, that
Yeah.
one choice, that one direction, all that is just, and commitment and conviction and all that.
Yes.
Like,
And it's all in the now.
it's all in the now. It's all in the now. Yeah, yesterday for me it was that when I, talked about uppy, I need uppy, uppy, oh my mother divine. Lift me up into your arms and hold me tight. I want uppy, uppy, oh my mother divine. I did that all day. You know what? It made my day. It made my day. Being held by Divine Mother instead of me going through my stuff. There's not even a question about it. So anyway, good stuff, my dears. Really good stuff. Yeah. Love you.
Laura,
Thanks, Tom.
bye.
Have a good
Have a
one.
beautiful day.
Okay, you too. my
Okay.
friend.
Love to you guys.
Love you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.